Here's the Essential Michael for 3 reviews, bringing my 424 podcast. This is my 424 podcast. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to read you hard during this audio podcast recording, during this audio podcast recording as well, not to breathe you hard, not to cause any audio feedback as well. So basically, I'm going to try to do my best not to breathe you hard, not to cause any audio feedback during this audio podcast recording as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change for adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, let's get into the latest episode. Let's get into the whole season of The Flash, season 5. I gotta say, this season was good. I would say this was a good season. It kind of really builds from what happened last season of The Flash. So basically, I would say that I have nothing. I say this is I think this was a very good season of The Flash. So basically, we've seen a lot of people. It has some good character development. And it really challenged Barry. Pushed Barry towards. I would say, hope really pushed Barry to his limits, like he did, like with this whole cicada ass, like that, like the figure did. So basically. I got that. I think this is a very good. This was a very good season of the Flash. So basically, I think this is the best. I think this is the best Arrowverse. I think this is the second best Arrowverse season. So basically, this season. This season is the second best in the Arrowverse. So basically, but there were some problems. But I wish that Kid Flash would have been a part of this season more. But the actor who plays Kid Flash, laughed. So basically, it's like I don't know if he's gonna be part of Crisis and whatnot. So basically, I wish that the actor who played Kid Flash would have came back for for the finale, but it is what it is. Also, it's too bad that Cisco is too bad that the actor who plays Cisco /5 left the show as well. So basically, honestly, I wish that the Monitor would have showed up and and stopped Cisco from taking the cure. Be like, what the fuck you doing? Your power's gonna be a big deal when it comes to the big crossover. So basically, I'm like, honestly, I wish the Monitor would have showed up and tell Cisco Cisco, that's a better idea to take that cure and get rid of your powers, because you might be a big, your powers might be needed once the intern Monitor shows up. So basically, I wish that the Monitor would have showed up. So basically, the biggest thing. So basically, that's so basically, those are the biggest problems I had about this, about Kid Flash leaving. I wish that Kid Flash would have came back for the finale. Him and Cisco could have left together, but Cisco leaving and whatnot. So basically, I wish that the Monitor would have showed up and stop Cisco from taking the cure. That way Cisco can be a part of the crisis, could be a part of the whole Arrowverse crisis, the big crossover crisis on Infinite Earth. But we just have to wait and see. We just have to wait until till all the Arrowverse shows to come back on and see who's gonna be a part of the fucking crossover or not. But honestly, the biggest Easter and it's that in the time boat where they had the display where Barry disappeared when Barry disappeared, in the future, the time since they screw around with time, they're saying that Barry didn't disappear in the future. Instead, he disappeared in the year 2019. So basically, you know how SS came back to stop Barry from disappearing in the future, but instead they ended up changing the timeline. So therefore, instead of Barry disappearing in the future, Barry disappeared. And it looks like Barry might disappear in 2009 during the crossover. So basically, maybe Barry. And so basically that was the big Easter egg. That was the whole big final Easter egg right there. Cause they changed the timeline. Barry does not disappear in the future. He's going to disappear in 2019. So basically, I hope he doesn't disappear in Crisis. So basically, I just can't wait the Crisis to I just can't wait to see the crossover with Crisis on Into the Earth. So basically, it's gonna be fucking nuts. So basically, I'm hoping that I'm hoping that Oliver. I hope that Oliver found a way not to die during Crisis. But I hope that Barry doesn't disappear in Crisis. But we just have to wait and see. So basically, but overall, this season of The Flash was very good. It had a lot of plot twists to the season as well. So basically, I wish that Cisco was. I wish that the actor who plays Cisco and Kid Flash would stuck around for this. I wish that the actor who played Kid Flash would have came back for the finale, and I wish that the actor who played Cisco didn't left the show at the end of the season. But it is what it is. So basically, I'm hoping that Kid Flash and Cisco, aka the Vibe, will come back for Crisis. Cause honestly, and somehow I hope that somehow that Cisco does get a way to get his powers back. Usually, but by basically by by time travel, some shit like that. But I'm hoping that that Cisco Kid Flash will come back during the Crisis Into the Earth crossover. But that's what I'm hoping for. But anyway. Overall, this season of The Flash was very good. So basically, this was a good season. So anyway, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this season of The Flash? Was it good? Was it great? Was it just okay? Please let me know what comes below this podcast. So anyway, like always, the Sensei Michael signing off. 1.